Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be renovating the BFF house for the BFF household. Travis, Liberty, and Summer. And so I've been like on a renovation kick and I decided to do this house just because it's already renovated, but I was like, you know what, let me renovate it even more. So I wanted to renovate it because I'm thinking of maybe doing like a small little gameplay series with them, kind of, maybe like kind of expanding upon this roommate thing and seeing if they stay roommates or if they end up like leaving, getting married, maybe like moving to another city, getting a new job, stuff like that. But yeah, so, this house was actually, so I've been renovating pretty small houses, I feel like, recently. And so this house, it's not like big really, but it's on a big lot. And so I feel like it's made me realize that houses that are like much bigger are actually very difficult to renovate. Because it's like there's just so much that has to be done. It's like it's gonna take more time to renovate bigger houses, which made me realize, I think it's easier to just start from scratch on a lot this big than renovate. This took me like kind of a long time, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do because I imagine like 3 young adults, like I don't really think they'll be taking care of the landscape, and I don't want like a landscape that looks super nice because I just don't think they would take the time to really like work the land and like make sure like all the landscaping is nice. And I don't think they would pay either because they're like young adults, they're probably not making that much. So I ended up kind of simplifying all the landscape, and I ended up kind of coming up with the storyline. So I think this house isn't theirs, they're renting it because obviously I don't even like realistically you would never really buy you could buy a house with your friends, but it's like not the best idea just in case you guys like fall out, because then like everyone has to move out and you have to sell the house so everyone can get their part. And so I was thinking, excuse my voice, it's like I think I have like a sore throat coming on or something, but I was thinking this is the landlord's house, and so they're renting it. I'm not using the rental system from The Sims 4 just because it's like glitchy and annoying. We're just gonna pretend that they're renting. And I would say like if we were thinking about this like very realistically, they would probably pay like $1,000 per person. It'd probably be like a $3,000 rental. Even though Liberty has like the smallest room, she would probably have to pay. Actually, she would probably pay less than them. Travis would probably pay more. Because I ended up putting Travis in the master bedroom, and then Liberty and Summer are in the 2 smaller rooms. Just because I was going to put Summer in the master bedroom, but then I thought, the 2 girls would probably want to share the bathroom rather than, girl and a guy. The 2 girls would probably prefer that. So Travis ended up with the master bathroom and master bedroom. And so I actually have never played with the BFF household, and I didn't really know what any of the personalities were like, so I kind of went on their wiki to kind of, see what they're like so that I could make their rooms like according to, their like hobbies and stuff. And so I saw that Liberty is kind of like a geek. Well, actually, her and Travis are geeky, basically like geeks, right? Like nerds, geeks. But Travis is more of like a computer geek. So I imagined he's more of like a, like tech, maybe like space type of geek, like a sciencey geek. And then Liberty she was like a bookworm. So I was thinking she's more of like a comic book geek. Maybe like she likes superheroes and stuff like that, and comic books and manga and anime and animation stuff. Because I tie that into her job, I'm gonna make her an animator. And then Travis, I'm gonna make him like a software developer just because that makes the most sense. Like, he's into computers, IT, computer science, I don't know, software developer probably at like an IT startup or something. And then summer is, what is summer? Summer is like, she likes fitness, and I can't remember what else, but she looks like a girly girl that likes fitness. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make her like a fitness instructor, and then she teaches yoga on the side, which is why this really big porch over here on the side right in front of the pool, I don't put anything on it. I like put like a couple chairs and a table, but I leave it empty because that's where Summer's gonna do her yoga classes. She's gonna give yoga classes on the side, make some extra money. And imagine Liberty and Travis went to college, but Summer didn't, because Summer was like, I know what I want to be, and I want to be a fitness instructor, and you don't really have to go to college for that. You can, but I don't think you have to. So what I imagine is she probably taught like some yoga classes, or went to like a yoga school in like another world, maybe like Tomarang or Tartosa, like some other like world, and she learned how to give yoga classes. Yeah, she just gives off those vibes of like, kind of like a hippie. Well, I'm gonna make her give off those vibes. Right now she just gives like girly girl, but I imagine like a girly girl, kind of like hippie but not really, and then just likes fitness. But yeah, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. I think that's it basically. Oh, I made this house like really big, extending out, like, because that porch was like weirdly shaped. I didn't like the shape of that porch, so I just extended out the like master bathroom and bedroom, and I ended up with a second living room and like an office area. If you wanted to, you could make this into a 4-bedroom house. I just didn't, just because there's only 3 of them. I could have added an office, but I ended up just like, the office would block off like the bathroom, so I ended up not doing that. Everything that you see in here that is nice, or like big furniture, like couches, tables, big things like that, I imagine came with the house, so it's like all the landlord's furnishings. I imagine Summer, the decor that they've put around, I imagine Summer is the one that did most of the decorating. I don't think Travis or Liberty would really like care about that. And yeah, it's just a basic house. It's like, it's nice. It's what you'd imagine like a nice furnished rental would look like. And then their bedrooms just kind of have a little bit of their personality, but I didn't want to clutter it up too much. I just put like things that I think they would like. So for Travis, obviously I put a computer, and then basically that's it, a computer. And then for Summer, I put a treadmill in her room, and then we have this yoga space out here. And then for Liberty, Liberty's room doesn't actually have that much stuff that's for her, but she does have an office space at the end of the house, and it's kind of like, I'm trying to make it a little bit like to look like someone who animates, kind of like an animator's little studio. She has like a bulletin board on the side where she can visualize like her projects, and then she has I believe it's like an animation pad. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like an animation pad. And yeah, so we have 2 living rooms. One of them is like basically a TV room, because the one in the front is like a sitting room. We have the 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a laundry area, a half bath, kitchen, dining, and a pool. So yeah, very nice house, very big house. You can turn this into a family home. It would be a really nice family home. And yeah, I think that's basically it. I'm going to probably do the caliente house, the caliente house next, just because I actually got a request on Tumblr. Someone asked me if I could do that house anytime soon, and I think I'm probably gonna tackle it. It's a big house though, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I should like completely redo it or if I should just renovate it. I think I'm gonna redo it because I really don't like the houses in that part of Oasis Springs. So yeah, I'm gonna do that house next. And I also I also want to, or I also recently have been renovating this build from Simmery. It's like a build of hers from 2 years ago, and I'm using it in my like, off-camera gameplay. The Durans that I haven't really played with in a while, but I've been playing with them off camera. And yeah, I use the Simmery house, and it is so nice. I love it. I just love Simmery's builds so much. I usually don't play with other people's builds, but recently I've just been like, whatever, like started downloading them, because I don't have time to like make a build every time I want my sim family to move. And so I've been using hers and Simlissies, and it's just, people are so talented. OMG. So talented. Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna do a cast makeover of the BFF household just because, I haven't done cast like videos that much, but I don't know, if I should do like it sped up or in real time, because obviously I know people who get motion sickness probably aren't watching this video, but I don't know, do you guys prefer, or does anyone prefer, like speed build or in real time? Because sometimes I want to do in real time, but I'm not sure people prefer like the in real time or the speed build, just because like builds like this, they have to be like most of the time like speed build, just because I take too long to like finish the build, and it just be sped up, or else this is gonna be like 2-3 hour long video. But yeah, let me know if you'd like to see something like that. And then I'm thinking of bringing back the Durans for they've moved, because I downloaded a mod called Errant Thoughts, and Casey wanted to move after a bit of a bad kind of day. So she wanted to move, and so I ended up moving them to Solani because she wanted to move somewhere where the people lived off the land and it barely rains or something like that, or barely snows. So I chose Sulani, I moved them there. Now they live there, and Chris is also a doctor now. So that's good. Finally, hard work paid off. He's finally a doctor. And then, yeah. Basically, what's been happening with Durant, they've just moved. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I also want to get back into Sims 2 because, Angela is gonna go to college. Lilith died, that whole fiasco. And then I also want to play some Inzoi because I've been seeing people say that Inzoi is getting better. Like I saw Fantasia say that Inzoi was getting better. I saw Patch on Sim say that Inzoi was getting better. So I actually created like an Inzoi a couple, maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I was gonna I wanted to play with the new like this system, the criminal justice system, but I never got around to playing it because I need to figure out the like graphics for this computer because it looks so shiny. It looks so weird. Like every time I get in there, it just looks weird and shiny. I need to figure out like what settings are good for this computer. But yeah, that's basically it. The rest of the video is probably music, and I will see you guys next time, because it's basically my part of the video's ending. And yeah, I'll see you next video. Goodbye.